In the village of Kovilkulam, near the town of Ambasamudram in southern Tamil Nadu, lies the Thennalagar temple. This is a very ancient temple. There are records of the Pandya emperors giving grants to this temple more than 1,000 years ago. Today, the temple seems to have fallen into a state of disrepair. Once you step into this temple, you will understand that this temple holds many secrets and must have been a place of great significance in the past. In the Sanctum Sanctorum, the moolavar, the representation of Mahavishnu as Thennalagar, is a sculpture of exquisite beauty. This is a rare example of sudhai sirpam, a sculpture made of limestone and barks of wood taken from specific trees with herbal properties. This sort of a sculpture is in itself very rare. What makes it even more interesting is the fact that this murti itself is stated to have been bought here more than 1,000 years ago from the Thennalagar Kovil, another extremely ancient and renowned temple that lies 200 kilometers north of this sacred spot. Legends state that this idol, this murti, was created by the great Rishi Markandeya. In the ancient past, this temple and its surroundings was called Tirupodigai Vinnagaram. And this name is interesting in itself. Podigai refers to the mountains in the southern part of the Western Ghats. These areas are home to many important medicinal plants, and many texts refer to them as being the abode of the Siddhas. The body of water associated with this temple, a lake that has since disappeared, was called Markandeya Tirtham. Markandeya is an ancient sage who, with the blessings of Lord Shiva, gained immortality, being forever 16 years of age. Vinnagaram translates to celestial abode and is usually used to denote important temples dedicated to Mahavishnu. So this should have been a very important center of worship and probably a place of medicinal importance. And this temple and its lands should have been much bigger. In fact, even the town's current name Kovilkulam comes from the lake that should have been next to the temple. Today there is no lake, and the temple is a shell of its former self. The heyday of the temple is long gone. This temple seems to be heading towards a state of ruin. The priest, whose family has tended to this temple for generations, has meager earnings and is finding it very difficult to make ends meet, let alone take care of this temple. The outer walls, a part of the ancient temple structure, seem to be falling apart. The Vimana, which looks like an example of early Pandya architecture, still stands, weathering the test of time, heralding the devotees to the temple. The priest, despite his tough situation, is trying hard to keep the temple functioning. The location and details of this temple are given in the description. After a millennia, the temple still stands, its doors open to those who seek to visit this ancient sacred space. This is a temple that needs to be protected. As always, the known is a drop and the unknown an ocean. Peace.